What's going on, guys? It's Tim here. I'm back, and I got some things to show you. Let's do this. All right, I got a Hector's Goby. Just picked him up the other day. It's kind of hard to take in here. I hope if I cleaned off the glass, I guess. Really cool little Goby. It's a little sand sifting Goby. Um, get out of the way, fox face. Yeah, I've only had him for maybe 12, 16 hours or something like that. And he's already out and about. Doesn't seem to be, scared of me or anything. He's been sifting sand. Everybody's over here giving him attention, I guess. Um, but no, everybody seems to be leaving him alone. Even the 6-line wrasse is leaving him alone. No, except for maybe that. But yeah, really cool. I've had it at my store for about a month now. So what I do is I'll order fish for myself, and then I'll put them in a choicey tank that I know doesn't have a lot of diseases, and I'll leave them in there for a minimum of 2 weeks. And a lot of times it's pretty annoying because people come in and buy them. I'm not around, but hey, it's the price I pay, and it's nice to know, hey, this guy's been eating. We've had it here for 2 weeks. It doesn't show any signs of diseases. So that's a really big bonus when buying something like this. Get out of the way, fox face. All right, but he's really cool. I also picked up a pink spot goby, but he's hiding in a little hole. He's pretty big. It was on sale, really cheap. Got it for like $11. It's probably a 4-inch goby. I changed some settings on my camera here, my little poor man's video recorder. So let me know if it looks a bit better. I think it really does. I turned down the exposure quite a bit. It was really glary before. But yeah, things are doing really well in here. Still got this dang bubble problem. But I have a plan to fix that. I'm going to, well, actually, let me start this. When I put out my first, I think it was my first video, I talked about how I set this tank up, I think back in October, and I really just slapped it together. At the time I was really busy, but I knew I wanted to start up with a reef tank, and I knew, how long it took and everything, because I'd done it several times before. So what I did was I set up the tank pretty hastily, but my main goal was just throw a bunch of live rock in it, get the water flowing, and then let it sit and stew. And that's what I've been doing. And basically, when I started my YouTube channel, that's when I decided, hey, I got some extra time. I'm going to start fixing up this tank. So some of the things that needed to happen to fix up the tank were, I didn't have any kind of filtration or anything. And so I've got some ChemiPure and Purigen in there now, clarifying the water, taking out some of the impurities. And but the main thing is right now I need to fix my sump. So it's kind of hard to see, I bet, but I've got all my live rock moved in here. But what the issue is I used to have baffles. I had a bubble trap, and then I had a refugium area, and then I had another baffle here for my return pump. And those have kind of deteriorated over time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain out my sump. I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to go cut some glass and re-silicone it and do it properly this time. I don't want to ever have to do it again, so I'm going to do it properly. So that'll be really nice when I get that up and going, and hopefully properly built bubble trap will potentially fix this. And then also I'll be able to run my skimmer, which I'm currently not doing. It's fine without the skimmer. My nitrates are 0. My phosphates are 0. At least they're testing at 0. So can't argue with that. But yeah, lots of things to come, and this guy's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, really cool. This guy over here, I just threw some handy dandy potty soil in there. Stole it from my girlfriend. A lot of people have used that exact kind before. It's pretty common. I'm gonna let it settle down, cap it off with some black sand, and I got a 67K bulb in the mail. Gonna get that going. Hopefully next week I'll have plants in it. Be able to put up a video for that. The other thing I got going on is I bought a 29-gallon tank, a stand for it, a light, a lid, a Fluval canister filter for $50 from my fish store. It used to be our quarantine tank, but they said we're not allowed to have a quarantine tank, so we had to take it down. But I'm not going to get into that. So I have that now, and it's kind of contaminated with copper, but I'm not going to do a reef tank with it. What I'm going to do is Seachem makes a product that absorbs copper. So I'm going to set it up, cycle it, run that copper binding media and the canister filter, and that should get that should take out pretty much all. There's going to be trace amounts of copper, which is fine. I think I want to maybe try to breed some clownfish in it. I'm not sure. Was thinking about maybe getting like a pygmy octopus, but I don't know. So I think I'm going to try to breed some clownfish. That'll be something different. I'm not a fan of having a reef tank here, a reef tank there, and a reef tank and the other tank that I'm getting. I want all my tanks to be different. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and I'll update you guys when I get some plants in the planting tank, and whenever I get around to driving over to Home Depot and picking up some glass sheets for that. Until then, everybody, take it easy.